Hey guys, welcome back to Be Real with Jody. I'm so glad you're here. So this week it's going to be so fun. We're talking about how everyone has negative thoughts. So sometimes we think that we're the only ones or that something's wrong with us that we do. And I want to tell you, this is what I've learned. Only psychopaths don't have negative thoughts about themselves. So if you have negative thoughts about yourself, welcome to being a human. You are normal. But here's what I want to say. It's not a fact that every negative thought that comes in your mind is a fact or it's true. Okay, so the problem is when we believe that all the thoughts that come in our mind are facts, and that's where we get into trouble. So I want you to pretend like you're driving in the car, okay, and you're listening to like an audiobook. Like just pretend, okay? You're listening to an audiobook, and in this book, there's like a lot of bad stuff going on. There's like a war or something, and there's like a news flash that comes on, and it's the news, and they're talking about in the book all this scary stuff's happening. Like people are being bombed and things are happening, okay? And right when that starts happening, I get in the car, okay? We're listening to like a book, right? We're just like listening to a story that happened, right? I get in and I hear like the news talking, and the news is telling me, "Hey, this really scary stuff's happening. We're being invaded. There's bombs, there's helicopters, like people are dying." And we are both in the same car. We are both hearing the same thing. But we're listening to just a story. And I think it's just a fact, right? I think this is true. Like, this is the news telling me the news that we're in danger, that really scary stuff's happening. So I want you to think about that, and we're going to talk about this. So it's like confident people are not having negative thoughts. They definitely have them. They just don't think it's like the news. They don't think it's just a fact, right? It's like, yeah, I'm listening, I'm sitting here trying to do something new, and part of my brain's starting to say like, what makes you think you can do this? Like you're maybe not smart enough, maybe you can't do this. And someone that thinks we're listening to the news or facts are like, yeah, I guess that's true. And if I don't feel good enough, then maybe I'm gonna be like, well, never mind, I'm gonna quit. It's like sometimes we just like quit ahead of time because we don't want to fail. So we're just like, well, maybe I just won't even try because I might fail. And it all starts from these negative thoughts. Whereas maybe a more confident person, they still have the thoughts, you guys. The thoughts still come. Our brains are trying to keep us safe. And so it's just trying to help you out. And it's like, hey, maybe you're not smart enough to do this. And a confident person who's learned how to manage their mind, who's learned the skill of choosing their thoughts intentionally, will be like, maybe, but it's worth a try, right? Or like, yeah, maybe I fail, but like that doesn't mean something bad about me, right? So two people having the same thoughts can have completely different experiences because of what they make the thoughts mean, right? This person just believes thoughts come in my brain and it's my choice if I want to believe them or not. And I can choose intentionally how to think about them. And this other person thinks every thought that comes in my head is like the news. It's a fact and it must be true. So I have to live at the effect of that. And so that's what we're going to be talking about. And you're like, great, great story, Jody, but how do you do it? Okay. I like visuals. I like to like think in my mind of like how to picture it. So pretend like you're, yeah, I don't know, trying out for a new sport or going to hang out with new people and you're getting ready, right? Okay, that's a good one. So we're getting ready, we're going to hang out with new people, and then what are we doing? Tell me what you think we're doing. Okay, we're like analyzing what we're gonna wear. How are we gonna do our hair? We're trying to think like, how do they act? What are they gonna say? What am I even gonna say? Do I even know what to say? Like going in our mind, trying to think like, are we good enough? Are we gonna be able to fit in? Are they gonna, And so 100%, if I had to guess, all the normal people are gonna be starting to have some negative thoughts creep in, right? And at this moment, you have a choice. You can almost, it's like we want to jump out of our body, okay? And we want to watch ourselves think, okay? We almost want to be like fascinated by oh, look at me. Like my brain's trying to help me out. So what is it saying to me? It's saying like, I don't think you should wear that. I think that's really ugly. Or you really, I don't know, need braces. I don't know. Like our brains all tell us different things. For me, it's like some version of, are you gonna know what to say? Are you gonna sound dumb? Like what's like, are you gonna fit in with them? Are you even gonna like them? Are they gonna like you? Right? And so our brains are trying to help us. And so what it does is tell us all this negative stuff that could happen. So then we stay safe. Okay. Our brains, they want us, all they want is comfort and safety and to not be out of their comfort zone because that Even if it's like lonely and sad at your house and you don't have friends, at least you're not going to be eaten by a tiger at that party. Okay. That's how your brain thinks of it. It thinks like going out into the world, trying new things, meeting new people. Like, yeah, it's sad and lonely here at home, but at least we're not going to die. Okay. But we can be in charge of our brain. Okay. Your brain is trying to help you. Nothing is wrong with you. I want to say that so clearly, you guys. Nothing is wrong with you. If you have negative thoughts about yourself, it doesn't even matter. Okay? Confident people don't, people think like a lot of parents I talk to, they're just like, well, they just struggle with their self-esteem. Like almost like people who are confident hit the lottery or they just have genes that they're, they just came that way. And okay, I will say maybe it's a little bit easier for some people, but guess what? Confident people still have negative thoughts. They still have things that they struggle with. They just choose not to live their life at the effect of it, right? So it's a skill. It's a skill you can learn. And this is a big, huge skill right here. Okay. When you notice those negative thoughts coming in your mind, pretend like it's like a story you're listening to and you're like, it's not like it's factual evidence. You can ask yourself, like, is this even true? Like, right? Like you're not smart enough for this. And like, is that true? Well, maybe. Like confident people aren't like, yeah, I'm the smartest person ever. No, I never make mistakes. That's not confidence, okay? Because is it not even true? No, it's like confident people are like, you know what? Maybe, I've done a lot of things. I feel like I could try, but I'm not like going to be perfect. And even if I don't succeed, even if these people at this party don't think I'm the best thing ever, that doesn't mean something about me, right? I know my worth, my identity is just a fact. That is a fact, you guys. If we're talking about facts, your worth, it does not come from your grades, your group chat, your clothes, what you're wearing, what people think about you. None of that affects your worth, okay? Your worth you came with, just like a brand new baby, okay? Brand new babies, they do nothing. They don't clean their rooms. They don't get good grades. They don't even help people and be kind, okay? They literally just like whine and cry and do nothing. And we're like, they're amazing, right? Not because of anything they do, just because who they are. So your worth is non-negotiable. That's the fact here. The rest is all up for grabs. And if I want to sit here and tell myself, well, I'm a procrastinator and I'm lazy and I'm not good enough, that is optional. And you're like, yeah, but I have all this evidence. In the past, I've done this, this. I'm like, yeah, so what? What does that mean about you? Nothing. It means that's what you chose at that time. And that doesn't mean it's a fact that you have to stay that way. So when those thoughts come into your mind, like let's pick one big one, okay? Let's pick, let's say you think you're not good enough. Like I hear that all the time, you guys. I feel like I'm not good enough. And I'm like, I always ask teenagers, what does that mean to you? Like, what does not good enough mean? And lots of times they're just saying, like, for other people, like they don't think they're good enough to be friends with them, which, yeah, that makes sense, right? Like, if people don't like us, we think we didn't like measure up to their level of coolness or good enoughness, right? Is that a word? I think I just made it up. Good enoughness, okay? um, we're not good enough for them, okay? But here's the truth. What people think about you is about them, not about you, right? Like if they don't like cookie dough ice cream, which is the best ice cream ever, that does not mean cookie dough ice cream is gross. That means that's their opinion. So if they don't like you, that doesn't mean you're bad or not good enough. That means that's their opinion. You're not for them. And here's my favorite thing to tell you. You are not for everyone. You are not for everyone. Just like, do you even like everybody? We've talked about this before. Do you like everybody? Probably not. Like maybe you could like get along with everyone, but is everybody your favorite? No. You have people you get along with better. That doesn't mean they're not good enough, right? You're like, no, they're just not my kind of people. Cool. Same goes for you, okay? So if people don't like you, that has nothing to do with your worth, has nothing to do with you're good enough. It's their opinion. So let's go find some people we actually like, okay? So let's go back to, we're getting ready to go out. We're getting ready for school. I don't know. You're getting ready to go somewhere. Your brain's trying to help you. It's trying to keep you safe. It's trying to tell you everything wrong with you. And you're going to be like, yeah, maybe. You're like, what? You're supposed to say, no, you're good enough. You're perfect. Here's the truth. Does your mom try to tell you that all the time? No, everyone's going to love you. No one's going to judge you. And then does it even work? You're just like, no, mom, you just say that because you're my mom, right? We love our moms. Okay. I'm my mom. I do it too. But here's the thing. The truth is, people might judge you, right? The truth is, my pinkies are crooked. Have you ever seen them in real life? Okay, here, if you're on YouTube, you can see them. But here, if you're not, I'll tell you, I have like the crookedest pinkies, the crookedest hands ever. And if I sit here and tell myself I should be a hand model, my brain's gonna be like, you're insane, okay? But here's the truth. I don't make it mean like I'm ugly and I should never show my hands or I have problems, right? It's like people have even made fun of my hands before, and I'm like, it's actually true. Like I have crooked fingers. That's how I was born. So what? I'm not over here trying to be a hand model and tell myself they're perfect, but I'm also not like making it mean like I better hide my hands and I'm so embarrassed and this is so, terrible. It's like, listen, this is all of me. I have good, I have some weaknesses. There's some things I struggle with. There's some other good things I have. I am a whole package, and that's you. Okay. So when your brain starts to tell you things that maybe you actually believe that you don't like about yourself, you can be like, yeah, true. And what else? What else is true? You're fun. You're a good friend. You're loyal. You're kind. You're fun to hang out with. Have you ever been like, hey, these people want to hang out with me and they want to be my friend, but actually, like, I don't like their hair or their legs are too big, or I don't even know, their car's ugly. We don't do that. We don't care about that. We just want to hang out with someone who is fun to hang out with, who's nice, who like is genuine, right? We're not like making a list of like everything that they wear and be like, oh my gosh, those pants do not fit you right. And what's your problem? I can't be friends with you. But we do that to ourselves. So here's what I want you to try this week, okay? When your brain starts telling you thoughts to try to keep you safe, remember, nothing's wrong with you for having these thoughts. And when it starts to tell you these thoughts, these negative thoughts, I want you to almost jump out of your body and watch them. Be like, interesting. And then answer the thoughts. Like, is that a fact? Are we listening to the news or is this an optional fact? An optional thought, right? This is optional. I don't actually have to believe that I should be smaller or I should have more muscles or I should anything. I can be like, yeah, that's me, all of me. Like there's some stuff I love about myself and some stuff that I don't. But I love myself and I'm not here to be perfect. I'm here to be me. Okay? So this week, I want you to try it. Pretend like you're driving with me and instead of just listening to this story and pretending like it's a fact, you're just going to be like, oh, that's just a story my brain likes to tell me. My brain likes to tell me all this stuff because it's trying to help me, but it's so cute. It's not really helping me, so I don't actually have to listen to everything it says. I can answer my brain when it starts telling you, oh, I don't know. I don't think they're going to like you. You're not good enough. You can be like, maybe. And maybe they're not my people. Or if it's like, you really aren't smart enough. You're kind of lazy. I don't think you're gonna be able to do it. You'd be like, maybe, but it's worth trying. Like, if I fail, so what? Like you can acknowledge the truth, which is like it could happen. People could not like me. People can judge me. I might fail. And what else is true? And maybe I could meet my best friends tonight. And maybe I could have the best time that I've ever had. Or I could succeed, or I could, become the person I want to become. Answer your brain when it tries to tell you something negative. Be like, maybe, but what else could happen? Like, what if it all went right? What if you believed everything was going to work out for you? I want you to think of that thought. If you believe everything's going to work out for me, how do you feel? For me, I feel calm. Okay. When I feel calm and like happy and confident, what do? I'm like, if I'm like trying to make friends and I'm going somewhere and I feel calm, confident, and happy, and I'm like, everything's gonna work out, how do you think I act? I'm probably outgoing. I probably smile at people. I'm probably not staring at my phone and looking around and acting all nervous, right? I'm being approachable. So if I'm being approachable and outgoing to other people and smiling, what are the chances that I actually have fun? What are the chances that I actually make friends? We don't know for a fact, but I think they go way up. And the only thing that has to change is your mindset. So if you just decide, listen, I'm not perfect, but I am a really good friend. I'm fun to hang out with, and everything's going to work out for me. And I want you to try that this week. Question your thoughts and remind yourself, listen, my worth does not come from if people like me. My worth is just set. So let's go do some stuff because it's fun.